Hey everyone, welcome to Foley, Alabama. We are here for the start of the Delta McKenzie ASA 2025 Pro-Am season, and we are here at Graham Creek Nature Preserve. This is where everything will take place the next few days. And we wanted to bring you along, show you an overview of what all is at Graham Creek. This is an amazing property. We've posted and referred to it as one of our premier locations. So we wanted to give you an inside look at what goes into setting it up. We're going to talk to some of the key people from the city, from the site here, that help make it possible for us to come to this event. And also we wanted to give you a big picture of what the facility looks like. Not just, you come to these things, you might only see 2 or 3 ranges, but we wanted to show you the whole facility, show you what's involved. And I get a lot of phone calls, we get emails at the office about potential host sites. And so we thought, well, what better place than Foley, Alabama to take you along and show you what goes into the site itself to host these amazing events that we all have come to love. So let's go take a look.
So I manage Graham Creek Nature Preserve for conservation, habitat management, educational programs, and passive recreation and events. So, and then we do restoration on the side throughout the city.
Great. And you've worked here and with ASA for how many years?
This is our 9th year welcoming ASA here.
Well, thank you so much for what you guys do. And I want to take a moment and talk about that. Before we talk about what you do, tell us about the land. First, how many acres do you have here in total?
In total, we're at 650 acres, contiguous with Graham Creek bisecting it.
Okay, and how many acres do we actively use for the ASA Pro?
I would say easy 350 acres are used for the Pro-Am, and the remainder are the buffers.
Yeah, and that, just for those watching, that buffer is important because while we fully utilize 350 acres, that buffer allows us to maximize a full 350. So if we didn't have that buffer, we wouldn't be able to utilize the 350 acres that we use because of safety zones and things like that. So let's talk a little bit about what goes into that 350 acres. We've got where we're standing, the building behind us. This whole area will be transformed tomorrow into our vendor area. What are some of the things needed for the vendors when they come in? What are the challenges, the intricacies with this area?
So the biggest challenge is always power needs. A lot of the vendors need the 50 amp services, and so having enough power and in the right locations to serve all 100-ish vendors from the tent behind us to the building inside. This whole area is covered up with them.
Yeah, so we have the ASA, the sponsors and vendors that come in. We have between 20 and 30 trailers that need anywhere between 30 and 50 amp hookups, but then you also have how many food trucks here that are also pulling off that energy?
Yeah, we have 5 food trucks this year to accommodate all the archers, and that takes each one of those at least 50 amps. So that's another need, and water as well.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into the vendor area, and then out in front of us is the parking, and we've got several fields back there. How many acres of parking do you think we utilize?
So we use at most 15 acres, and that's split into handicapped and sponsor parking, a VIP with a drop-off lane, and then the general parking. And on Friday and Saturday, we have maximized all 15 acres completely tight with parking.
Yeah, I know last year we were talking about where we would go next with parking, but one unique thing with the parking is that it is close. Right out of our vendor area, we go right into that 15 acres, but fully doing what you guys always do and above and beyond. We've got a trolley system that'll run out, pick people up at the back parking spots and deliver them wherever they need to go, stopping here in the vendor area and the ranges. So that's the space we utilize. But you guys do a ton more. We kind of say Foley is our crown jewel, and we're talking to people about new sites and other sites and what they need to do. We as a staff always find ourselves, well, in Foley, and there is a lot more than just providing the space that goes into this. So what are some of the things that you guys do in preparation of ASA coming to town?
So in just parking alone, we have approximately 3 large trailers of barricades that we have to put out to define each of those parking areas, to keep open a tractor group that trolleys them back and forth. We have to have those lanes open. We have to have walking areas. On top of that, there's everything from bringing in large amounts of garbage cans and portables, having that space to put that in, having all the ranges cut, trimmed, the surface level, making sure that it is safe to get to each of the ranges and accessible. And then again, like I said, having the trolleys for all the different types of archers to get to some of those ranges.
Right. So you guys, in preparation, that's 17 ranges that we have, 17 competition ranges that we have, that the City of Foley, the Graham Creek Nature Preserve here, they're maintaining those lanes for us so that when we come in, we're ready to set targets. So we show up on Monday, the targets show up on Monday, and how many staff between Graham Creek and the city, because you guys come out and you help us unload the tractor and trailer, get rid of the trash, set targets, how many staff do you have here in the beginning part of the week?
So we usually have about 20 staff that are here for that entire day to set. And then when the tournament's running, we're averaging on the ranges alone, probably 10. And then working parking and the village and the restrooms and things like that, we're probably another 15 to 20.
So you're looking in the ballpark of 50 people.
Yes.
To run this thing, and that's just your staff. That's not including the ASA staff, the range officials, and everybody that's helping that. So it is quite a big production. So you've been doing it 9 years. So final question, I'll let you get back to work. What has been your favorite part of ASA coming to town? Maybe your best memory or just what you like most about us coming?
I would say one of the best parts is the people. Working with ASA, I couldn't ask for a better group to work with. You guys work with us, even if I get tough with saying no, you accept it and you work with us to find a solution. And then the people that come from all over the world, it's just such a camaraderie, and our city loves it. Our city leaders love to see archers throughout town, not just spending money, but experiencing what Foley has to offer.
Right. So we've just crossed the bridge from the vendor area and the parking. So when you get out here, we've got two roads, one that goes this way and then one that cuts down through the woods here. We have 9 different kind of roads that branch off of these roads, and down each one of those roads are 2 competition ranges. As you see all of this, keep in mind that there are 470 targets between the bags and the 17 ranges of 3D targets out here. So it's quite an operation, quite a facility. This place is beautiful, so check it out with us. What's the best memory you have of ASA, or why do you enjoy ASA coming to town?
Well, again, I think it almost feels like we're kicking off our season. We have a downtime in the winter time frame, and so this is really our first big event when we move back into the new year. We do have a lot of volleyball events indoors, but and it's to me it's family. When you guys come, we feel like y'all are part of us and we're a part of y'all, and so we look forward. I mean, again, we do partnerships. We don't do contract rentals. We're here to help you guys and partner with you guys and make sure y'all are successful. So my biggest memory would be that first indoor event. That's not something we envisioned for a 90,000 square foot indoor center that has volleyball and basketball on a daily basis. So seeing the shoot down inside and seeing all the archers. And again, to me, it's just the archers. The archers are so considerate, so thankful. We had bleachers for years, and people would go and sit, and archers would sit side by side, so they actually like each other. Yeah. When you deal with basketball and other events, they're all 5 people per set of bleachers. So definitely a different group that we wouldn't be exposed to without you guys, so we appreciate that.
Yeah, well, we appreciate all that you do here and all that the City of Foley does to make this an amazing event to kick off the year. So thank you, and look forward to many years to come.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.